Okay, so this question says, a store gives rewards points for every dollar spent. The number of rewards points varies directly with the amount of money spent. So we have David who spends $137 and he gets 15 points. Okay, so let's write that down. The rate at which David is receiving points is $137 for every 15 points he receives. Well, we want to know what is the amount that he's spending for every 1 point. Let's figure out David's rate, okay? So how would we calculate this? We're trying to get this to 1. We want to know for every 1 point. So to reduce 15 to 1, we would divide it by itself. 15 divided by 15 is 1. So I have to divide this by 15. I have to do the same thing, right? We're doing 137 over 15. I want to know what that is equal to over 1. So just to show you here, we're dividing by 15. So I have to divide the numerator by 15 because we're trying to come up with an equivalent rate, an equivalent fraction. So 137 divided by 15 is equal to 9.13 approximately. So he's earning approximately, let's round this off, $9 for every point. We can round our answer, okay? Now it says Jeff spends $550 and receives reward points at the same rate as David. So this was very important. This is David's rate. David's rate is $9 per point. Okay, so let's set up our proportion. We're looking at a ratio between amount spent and points earned. Okay, so we know the rate at which David is spending money and getting points is $9 for every 1 point. Okay, and we want to know if Jeff is spending $550, so we're going to put that here. This is what Jeff is spending. If he's spending the amount of money and getting the same rate as David, which is this was David's rate, according to that, we're setting up a proportion to figure out how many reward points is he receiving. So let's call this x, okay? So we can solve this proportion by cross multiplication. 9 times x is equal to 9x, and then 1 times 550 is equal to 550. I'm trying to isolate for x. We're trying to get this variable by itself. 9 multiplied by x, opposite of multiplication is division. So we would divide that by 9 on the left side, reduces to 1, which means we have to divide the 550 by 9 as well. When we take 550 divided by 9, we get approximately, we round it to 61. So what that means is that David spent $137 for 15 points, okay? And Jeff spent, what did he spend? Remember, he spent $550 and he received 61 points because he was getting points at the same rate as David. Now, we didn't answer the question yet. The question says, how many more points will Jeff receive than David? Well, this is the number of points Jeff received, and this is the number of points David received. We're trying to figure out how many more. So we're going to subtract. 61 minus 15 equals 46. So therefore, how many more points will Jeff receive? Jeff will receive 46 more points, and that's our final answer.